Oh yeah, I guess it's that kind of day.
It's college.
Yeah. Yeah, true, true. Okay, wait, is my okay, race going okay. Good, 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 good. So I think we're about to start. So, hello everyone and welcome to the Kat Cafe, a friendly podcast stream live on Twitch where we talk about lighthearted topics that'll make you scratch your head. Or wherever you scratch. Today's topic is storytelling, which is actually quite a deeper topic than you think. It's similar to content consumption, but I guess this time we're talking more about the actual content itself instead of like how we consume it day to day. So I'm just like, I do understand that there's many forms of storytelling, but I'm just trying to focus on storytelling as a concept, I guess. Today I'm joined by the great Bama Barov, our veteran of the podcast, a great old friend Tiki. Tiki's for the win. How do you say it? I forget how you say it.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Okay. And soon we'll be joined by Furry Scouts, another veteran and founder of Kat Kafé. So let's get right into it. So, wait, music stop? No, music didn't stop. Oh, dang it. Why is this so big? What's going on? That's not what I mean to do. We're already starting great. Why does OBS always do this every single time? It's always like trying to fix. If you guys look up top, by the way, you guys will see that now we actually have a goal. And I'm so proud to say that since the last stream, we've actually destroyed our goal. Like, we're literally almost there. We're about $9,600. Oh wait, no, we gone beyond that. How much is it? Oh gosh, hold up. I gotta find out. We are at, if I can see it. Come on. It's not opening. Okay, never mind. It's not wanting to cooperate with me right now. So today we are at a whopping 9,652 Australian dollars, with our goal of 10,000 just right around the corner.
The difference between Australian dollars and American dollars is that Australian dollars are upside down.
Yes, but I just want to say before we start, please do check down below. If you are capable of at least just sharing this, it is more than enough because we really do need to help Australia with the fires. So please, if you are able to, please look down below. The link is in the actual panel. Please at least just share it with your friends, tell people about it, because we are trying to fight Australian fires and we want to be able to save Australia's wildlife and nature. Because Australia, let's be honest, Australia is home to many scary creatures, but also very beautiful creatures, such as the great
Yeah, we want to save them all except the spiders. The spiders, they
I mean, they're necessary evil, I guess. So, yes.
Speaking of spiders, real quick, I actually found something out about daddy longlegs, like we were talking about the other day.
Oh gosh, yeah. What'd you find?
They can break off their legs.
Wait, really? But wouldn't that like hurt them?
They can willingly break their legs off to escape danger.
Oh, okay. So they just like pop them off.
That's actually how it works. It just pops off.
Oh my gosh, they can actually just do that.
Yeah.
Oh my
like
gosh.
Really long. They can like wrap around a tiny branch, and that's how it climbs.
Oh, so it's kind of. Are they like tentacles though?
No. Well, I mean, they're still legs. They're just really long and rope-like.
Oh, okay. So they're more rope-like than anything. Okay, gotcha. Still though, it's pretty interesting. So yeah. So going on to storytelling, I guess this is gonna be a bit of a follow-up on the content consumption episode. But what kind of story? When you think storytelling, what do you usually think of? Do you think like books? Do you think like TV shows? What makes you think a story? Like when you hear the word story.
I guess it's just. I guess the first thing that pops to my mind is just like someone telling a story.
Like a campfire kind of thing.
I mean, after a bit, my mind goes, "Oh yeah, story." So anything counts as a story. Like a song can tell a story. TV shows always tell a story. That kind of thing.
Actually, that's a good point, though. You usually don't think of songs as storytelling options, but actually, yeah. I remember back in like.
All I can think of is The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
No, yeah, but like you're actually that's a good point.
Like that outright tells you a story.
Yeah, no, it does. That's what I'm saying.
The story
like,
is the lyrics.
and they're like old folktale songs too, which are very similar to that. I totally forgot about those. You actually brought that to my attention.
Stories too, but they're not as obvious.
Yeah, that's true. But still, though, that's interesting. I just want also though, when stories have been told a lot, we have been telling stories since humanity started, basically. It's pretty interesting to think that, but stories are something that are
I
just...
remember my grandpappy would tell me the story of Ooga Ooga Booga.
Wait, what?
Caveman speech.
Oh, I see. No, yeah, but it's
He would
interesting.
tell me something that his great infinity times grandfather would tell him. He always told me the story of Unka Bunka Suga Bunga.
Oh. No, but that actually is a good point though, because when you think about it, storytelling has become basically part of humanity at this point. Like literally just a part of humanity at this point. Hello?
I'm here.
No, you guys are just oddly quiet.
Yeah.
I just have my mic muted TV in the background.
Oh, it's okay. But I mean, you can. It's fine. We don't think we mind the TV too much. Just, you know. Well, what about you, Tiki? Though, I mean, what kind of stories? When someone says the word story, what do you usually? What does your mind go to directly?
Well, mainly as stuff of people like just talking about something like that happened like not too long ago or long ago.
Oh, such as? So yeah, you think more.
Like,
Yeah, so you think more of like history, something like that. I'm guessing.
well, like something that happened to them. You
So
know?
you're thinking more like personal tales?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, okay. I see. Interesting. Oh, so...
Oh wait, I just remember the greatest story of all time.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, in a distant land.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit. What?
Aku. Oh. I was
Oh my
doing
god.
the Aku speech.
Oh yeah, Aku. Oh my god, I totally forgot about Samurai Jack for a second there.
And the foolish samurai warrior tried to, and with the
Magic
magic
sword
sword.
set forth to oppose me.
Can I just say something though? I think like cartoons and TV shows in general have become a bit more desensitized to stories. I remember back like Dexter's Laboratory kind of stuff has used to be very, very rich in story and like actual... I mean, not all the time. Sometimes Dexter's Laboratory deviated from Benny's story, but there was a bit of consistency
Back
between
in the day,
episodes.
were mostly just what's the word? It kind of like Teen Titans Go nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. To be honest though, Teen Titans Go.
Never tells a story.
No, but that's what
That's what a lot of cartoons were like SpongeBob. He only a few times did it bother to keep a consistent story going. Sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, there are cartoons and... Oh gosh, what's that sound? There are some cartoons.
I don't know.
And some what's it called? Some movies. I don't know why the word just left my brain. There are some movies and like TV shows that actually tell a very good story. Well, I mean, movies were made to tell stories, but TV shows and cartoons specifically can be very good at telling stories, because I can just think of many cartoons, such as like Jimmy Neutron, and cartoons like Codenames Next Door, where the episodes didn't exactly tell a specific story, like a continuous story, but they did relate and kind of correlate with each other. It was pretty fascinating when I think about it, because having to create...
Yeah.
It was interesting having to unite each singular story with the main story. Now I think about it, it's a much harder task than it sounds, because there's a lot to be... You gotta keep up with a lot of stuff.
That is true.
Yeah, no, I'm actually respecting a lot of the older cartoons because of that. Then again, there's Tom and Jerry, which had no story.
Bloody murder.
Well, I can't say no, but I can't say yes, because I mean,
And it wasn't murder, but it was very violent.
it was very violent. That's more like slapstick comedy, which again I can appreciate, because oddly enough,
at this. What's that? A frying pan.
Well, to be fair though, they they were cartoons, so nothing was really happening to
And the
them.
one time they did speak, it was horrible.
Well, they didn't really speak very much. Oh yeah, I mean yeah. You say that, the first thing that comes to my mind is
Movie.
just no, but the first thing that comes to my mind is just Tom coming out of the rubble of an exploded house, just very echoey voice is going, "Do not." I forget what he says.
Don't you believe it?
Don't. Yeah, that was it. Don't you believe it? And it's just like super echoey. That was scary to me as a kid.
That was so weird.
What
I didn't
happened?
see it, but I saw a clip of that.
No,
I don't know what happened.
I know that like Jerry was trying to get rid of him, and he just like blew up. No, it was like there was a lot of death in that episode. Superficial death. Let's put it that way, because no one really died, but there was a lot of thought of death in that episode. Cartoons back in the day where it had no limits at all.
Are you forgetting the episode that everyone thinks is the last episode of the,
Yes,
of the entire
yes,
first series?
Yes, but that's very dark
Where they
episode.
literally sit on the train tracks?
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do after?
That wasn't the last episode at all. The last episode was an episode where they were doing babysitting.
Yeah, true. Oh god. But I just gotta admire how some stories just go out of their way to be bizarre. Just like some of the stories that humanity has made, like dragons and all these fantasy creatures, and the stories of going to outer space and seeing other worlds, even stories about different dimensions and what's in the darkness and all kinds of things. It's kind of admirable how much you can imagine with just a human brain, I guess. Like all the things that have come out of stories and all the mythological creatures and all these like fascinating aspects of things that don't really exist except in our minds, yet all of us know about, are fascinating to me. It's like a collective hive mind of just mythological creatures, which I know a large part is due to like Greek mythology and their beliefs into them.
There actually about that no, the human brain actually does not come up with its own new ideas. Everything's just remixed to the point that it feels new, but it's
Well, to be fair,
unrecognizable.
yes, but even though there's still like, it's admirable just how much we can make from, like, how much we can recycle stuff to basically make new stuff though. It's pretty interesting. I really like, for example, like how we've just told stories from literally the perspective of a chair. Like some stories literally are like that. Like you can make a story from anything, and anything in the world can be made into a protagonist. And
One of my favorite movies was actually Spirit.
Spirit? Why so?
Okay, so nowadays it's a series on Netflix.
Okay.
I can't remember what the full name is, but the original movie was a DreamWorks movie, I believe, called Spirit. Let me check it.
Spirit? Oh, I think the one they're talking about. I think I know the
With
one.
the Mustang.
I believe I know the one.
Hold on, I'll find it.
Yeah. Oop, you have to move this for a while. Oops. Nope. Never mind.
There it is. Spirit Stallion of the Chimeran.
Oh, I've heard about that. It was about a horse, right? I think. I'm sorry. It's probably not. Hello? Are you guys like cutting out for me? I'm so confused.
Sorry. There for a second, because I just suddenly heard a movie playing in the background in my headphones, and I was trying to figure out what the heck just happened.
Oh, I see. My bad. No, I'm just making sure because my connection is a little poor today. So, yeah. So, the thing though that fascinates me about stories is how stories can be broken down into three acts: the hero, the conflict, and the resolution. Yet,
that was interesting about Spirit, to be honest. Sorry to interrupt, but like,
no, you're fine.
I couldn't really ever. That's the movie I'm talking about, by the way.
Okay, yeah. Give me 1 second. I just gotta.
There was a structure, but I don't think it can fit into that 3-act structure, to be completely honest. And what I found interesting about it, because I was a little kid and I was a sucker for horses, the whole movie was told from the perspective of the horse.
Really interesting. See what I mean? Like everything can be told from that perspective.
Main character.
I'm just gonna hold up. I gotta switch.
And he never spoke. He had an inner monologue, but it wasn't annoying. funny, like some movies. Thief and the Cobbler.
No, what? Thief and the Cobbler isn't that bad though.
I mean, the recobbled cut, sure, but the
Oh, I see what you mean,
technically
yeah.
official version, yeah, that's
Technically
horrible.
official. No, yeah, I get what you mean. But Thief and the Cobbler was more of a passion project than anything, which is what fascinates me. Thief and the Cobbler was a very... You know how long Thief and the Cobbler
Passion.
took? No,
Yes, I know how long it was in production. It was in the next level of production hell.
pretty much, yeah. It was pretty fascinating to me. I've studied it so many times.
Spirit is a Netflix series, and I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Spirit Rides Again or something.
Oh, I think, yeah, is this the movie? Yeah, Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron. Interesting. Okay, so I'd never actually seen this movie before. Where did you hear about it?
Hey,
What, sorry?
I actually have it on DVD.
Oh, you have it on DVD. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I've never heard about
If
this
ever
movie
end up
before.
coming around here again, I might show it to you.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's interesting though. I never heard about this movie before. I didn't even know it was a thing.
Like, only I'm definitely looking at it with nostalgia goggles, but
No, but like that's a good part though, because that's what I mean. Like, so much nostalgia can come from basically the same thing. I mean, to be fair, those stories are just like something happens, there's a resolution, and you're done. But it's just fascinating how it still intrigues people to day by day. I mean, just every single day, there's some other story to tell, and we are just captivated by this world that might or might not even be real. Like, we can literally indulge ourselves into some sort of world like we're a part of it, because it's it is just so integrated into our day to day that it's just become a part of us. We care for creatures and characters that aren't even real. Like, how many times has like a fictional character's death caused you grief? Oh, dang.
to be completely honest, I have never cried at a death in a movie.
Really? That's fascinating too.
No, yeah, I've never done that. Oh, I found out what that series is called. Spirit Riding Free.
Oh.
And like they literally take what the original what the ending of the first movie was and completely reverse it. So like it's gonna be kind of obvious. The horse ends up well, do you want spoilers or do you want
No,
do you not care?
I think we should keep the spoilers to no spoilers for this stream, just in case anyone want to watch the movie. Yeah, no, I would not.
If you like the original movie, don't
I-
watch Spirit Riding Free because it is going to ruin it.
I see. Yeah.
It's basically a girl horse movie, and it completely stomps on the original vision.
Oh, I see. And by the way, welcome Furry Scout to the podcast. We're glad to have you back, man.
Hey yo.
You alright? I feel like you just woke up.
Well, actually, yeah.
Alright. Well, welcome. Thank you for being on. We appreciate your sacrifice. Your endeavor.
Oh.
Oh, man, you alright? Oh man, is everyone sick? No.
Oh no, I'm not
Yeah.
sick.
No. Oh. Alright.
That's from my end.
From your? Sorry?
That's fine. So, what did I miss?
Not much. We're having a little bit of connection issues, so sorry if there's a little bit of delay or silence. But other than that, we're just trying to talk about general storytelling and how the vision, for example, what we have defined as the 3-act structure of stories has just continued to this day to fascinate and intrigue us. Like, it captivates us. And we've been doing this ever since we were...
Died at the same time, if you ask me.
What? 3-act structure? Not really.
Yeah, it's continued and it's died because a lot of movies nowadays they do the 3-act structure, but they space it out with tons and tons of filler.
How? Well, that's... Yes, I will admit
Like
that.
the It movies, the new ones. Like,
No,
if I'm not
actually...
mistaken, they actually the first one had this one whole moment where they focused nothing on what actually should have been focused on.
Oh, I think I know what you mean. But to be fair, though, filler can sometimes be an important part of character building. I'm just gonna say that character building in stories is very important because without character building, you're not gonna
It
familiar
is, but
side.
then there's a time where you put filler in, then there's a time where you don't put it in, and most of the
No,
time
yeah.
is where it's not needed.
No, I get you. Yeah, but definitely, I mean, filler can be good and can be bad. Don't take it that way though. So filler can be good if done correctly. You just have to be very careful, because it's so easy to misuse filler. And that's a good part of storytelling too.
A lot
mean,
of
just-
fillers actually use just to pad the runtime.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying, Furry?
Just imagine it's like you're, sorry, and out of nowhere, just ever heard of Raid Shadow Legends?
Sorry? Oh yeah. Freaking YouTube ads.
That's how a lot of YouTube videos are all of a sudden. Like everyone just stops in the middle of their video just to talk about Raid Shadow Legends.
I mean, to be fair, they kind of have to for ad revenue, you know. To be
Yeah,
fair,
at least
I
during-
don't like
At
playing
least
them.
people like JonTron have the decency to do it at the beginning of the video instead of doing it somewhere in the middle where he goes, "By the way, have you heard of Shadow Legends?" Basically,
Shade
I've heard it,
Rabbit.
Jesus. Well, even he could do the stuff that Raid Shadow Legends could do apparently.
Honestly, I just like picture like in. And I know it's just like it's just out of silence from me, but I just picture like in some movies, not movies. Why is it saying movies? In some videos, like you know that thing of like PewDiePie saying that while playing PUBG.
How so? Oh, I don't. I think I'm very familiar with what you're talking about. Sorry.
So when a while back, like PewDiePie streamed and he played PUBG, and after that he just made this slip and said,
Oh yeah,
Or
but I
just
mean
slur.
that's just something very different. I don't think that has anything to do with the
but-
subject. Sorry.
no, but I just picture like this edit, like right before he says it. This video has been sponsored by Red Battle Legends.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sorry, but let's not touch topics like that because that can get dangerous.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
PewDiePie.
yeah. But to be fair though,
Just kind of imagine like just on YouTube, that like the YouTuber was streaming about something, and then just out of nowhere, just like, have you ever heard of Twitch Prime?
oh my god, no. Sheesh. Twitch Prime, oh my god. No. But it is interesting though because even though most of entertainment nowadays is very much streamed, we're still kind of entertained by the very simple concept of overcoming an obstacle or many different things because most stories, not all of them, most stories are mostly just a conflict for a person. So we are invested in it. I guess it's more of an evolutionary thing where like we're just invested in how to survive certain thing. And so stories help us learn from others' mistakes, so that I guess stories can be retraced to humankind trying to survive all the dangers of the world. And so stories help us kind of like learn from past mistakes, or it can help us learn how to survive better. I don't know where I'm going with this. Like, what I'm trying to say is that stories are very good at teaching a lesson in both good and bad ways. They're easily able to just kind of tap into the human brain, which I think is why they survive for so long. They're just a part of us at this point.
It's kind of like basically, you're giving a medicine to for someone, but basically the medicine itself represents like kind of like the lesson that you're trying to force someone into it, consume it. But storytelling just kind of makes sugarcoats the medicine, is what you're trying to say.
Not so much, because it can also be used for very bad things. Storytelling, like it can be used for many different ways. Most of the things I can think about though is stuff like, bad ways of using stories, like stuff like propaganda or like brainwashing someone into thinking a certain thing. But when I think about stories, I think of stuff
Or,
like,
the Emoji Movie.
well, yeah, kind of. I mean, that's a bad example. Oh, hello,
Followed a
Michael.
React structure. I think I didn't go watch it.
Yeah, you're fine. Hello, Michael. Hope you're having a great Friday. Thank you for joining us. And
It was horrible.
sorry?
Still.
No, yeah, but I mean, storytelling is used many times. For example, stuff like superhero movies, which have like an overarching story. It shows you many ways that heroes kind of overcome both their past, their future, stuff like that, their weaknesses and their strengths. Sometimes it brings up challenges that they don't even think about, which is something that fascinates me about stories, which it can kind of challenge you in certain ways. Like, you can get to know literally any kind of person, and it can transform you. Lots of people can be defined by their childhood, which is basically just mostly learning about stories, which is something we've done since way back in the day. That's why writing and Shakespeare and all these kinds of people that had lots of books were just very popular even back in the day, because their storytelling was just so human and so realistic to us. Oh, no, you're not late, Michael. Yes. So,
So,
go ahead.
whenever when I try to picture, picture when it comes to storytelling, it it kind of just depends like our context, whether how would people interpret it. For example, let's just give a really simple example: Robin Hood. So, you guys know the story of Robin Hood,
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty
and
well known.
yeah, and it just kind of depends like what do you think that is Robin Hood a good person or a bad person? Just kind of depends on how you interpret it. At the same time, is how others trying to interpret and influence you.
Yeah, the big word over there is influence, because when you think about it, a lot of the time, Robin Hood, what's teaching you, it teaches you a lot of messages at the same time. It's teaching you not to be a bad person, to those who are less fortunate, to understand less fortunate people, to learn that even like people who know you think are villains can be, probably have a reason for what they do. A lot of people think that the bad guy is just a bad guy, but really there is no bad guy when you think about it. There's just people
It's
who have
just
different
kind of more
goals.
than just that. But then in the honestly, in the reality, we just really don't understand. We just kind of at this point, we just still really don't understand. Like, there are people actually do this for fun.
No, yeah, definitely. There's all kinds of different stories. There's all kinds of different ways to tell a story.
Even senseless ones.
Sorry? Oh, yes, definitely.
Even-
Someone who's
senseless
only
ones.
seen
Even
the
the
Disney
nonsensical
version.
ones.
For someone who's only seen the Disney Robin Hood, how accurate is that one to the original story?
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Oh yeah, speaking of like this Disney movies and or that.
Is anyone just gonna is everyone just gonna ignore Bama's question?
No,
Like, how accurate is the Disney version to the original Robin Hood story?
I don't know. Honestly, that's a good question though, because a lot of the times they actually do change the stories.
Yes, or
Well,
like
yeah, that's
for
true,
example,
which is why I'm asking, because the Hunchback of Notre Dame absolutely neutered.
Yeah. Sorry, Furry. What were you saying? Sorry about that.
like Bama just mentioned, I honestly don't know like what's the original like the whole original plot of Robin Hood, like the initial original plot.
Yes.
But Disney, most of the time, Disney were to basically just kind of also trying to sugarcoat it just to make it family friendly.
Yeah, and there is like a good the good you said like senseless stories. A good option.
Because,
No,
sorry.
no, you're fine. Go ahead.
For me was like when I heard all that stuff about like who's the bad guy, I'm like, oh, that's easy, it's Prince John. But then you guys saying there's no real bad guy, I'm like, wasn't he taxing like crazy?
No, but like one of the good parts, one of the good ways to think about it is the show Toy Story, where the series of movies Toy Story, where there is, and this is actually something, it's a Pixar mentality too, where there is no exact bad guy. There's just different people with different goals that conflict with the hero's goals. And for example, let's look at Toy Story 3, which is objectively the one that has a legitimate bad guy. The bad guy wasn't exactly too bad. What they were doing is more like they were just trying to be able to relive their old youth as a toy, and they were just trying to get that love again. When yes, what they did.
Lotso is literally Andy's toys, except he took a different path. He got angry while the other toys were
Excuse me?
just kind of accepting.
Yes, but the thing is, even though
They were ready to just go. They were ready to just. Oh yeah, we're in the attic. We're sad, but we aren't gonna like, take over a daycare. Lotso, he took over a daycare.
well, yes, but when you think about it, like he wasn't exactly evil. He was just confused and he made bad decisions. But this is a mentality that Pixar does a lot. I think they did it also with Monsters Inc. I believe, where Randall was yes a bad guy, but it wasn't exactly like a
Bad guy.
defined bad. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Oh, Zurg, Zurg. Yeah, but I think Pixar movies are very good at trying to see everyone's perspective.
Zurg is a bad guy in his own world, and then that one that was trying to kill them in the elevator, he was like, it's clear that toys can become their own beings. Like,
Well-
there's literally two buzzes, and then they both became a different being.
Yeah, but if you look at Toy Story stories, when you think about it, the characters aren't exactly just like defeating an enemy. What they're doing is they're learning to grow from what they were, and when the movie ends, they are something different. But they are still in their same place, but they have learned, they have grown, and they are now better people because of their experience, which is something Pixar is very famous for doing.
Very accurate.
Yes.
That is very accurate.
Yes, especially I think
Coco was kind of the same.
I
Well,
did.
Would you say Coco was kind of the same? Because that one did have a legitimate bad guy who did bad things.
I didn't watch Coco though. I'll have to see it. Oh gosh, sorry.
Apparently need to. I have it, and I don't really have interest to. But like, apparently, it's like one of the best movies Pixar's put out recently.
Really interesting. I haven't watched it, but I heard very good things about it.
Apparently,
Interesting. Yeah, but also a lot of the times we kind of like grow with the characters when you think about it, because a lot of stories, I think humanity has just stuck so strongly to stories because of how humane they can be sometimes. We relate to them very heavily. There's a lot of stories that are very close to our hearts because of that. I feel like that's something that we just need to.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Is the stream lagging a bit? I keep seeing it kind of refresh. Sorry. But I just think stories is something that just have tapped into humanity's heart, and they've taught us invaluable lessons. I'm sure all of you know Little Red Riding Hood, and I'm sure you all know the message there.
danger and don't get eaten by a wolf. I can't think of anything.
Basically. Yeah. Oh, that's nice to hear, Michael. Thank you so much. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. So, I think it is about time that we went into the section everyone's been dying to hear about, the story section. So,
No.
oh yes. I think we will start from
Got a
top to
meme. I got a meme.
Oh gosh, what's your meme?
Oh no. I don't know which was worse.
Story time.
Oh gosh, not the swirly mermaids, man. No. Oh wait, well,
Cat says the story time.
I love that meme. Anyway, I think, Furry, do you want to go ahead, or do you want to let our other speakers go first? Because I know that. Yes. So Furry kind of. Oh, hello, Koala. Hopefully you're having a good day. So for those of you who don't know, Furry had talked to me before the podcast. He had a little story he wanted to share, and he told me to wait till the podcast. So I'm actually very curious to hear this instead. Please, Furry, I'm just gonna ask you if it is anything like of mature age. Please do not say it.
I understand.
Okay.
Now, this is based on the true story of what just happened. I mean, last night in my time. In my time.
Yes. Which.
Okay, so
Oh
yeah.
god.
so you guys know that I work as a reporter, so I basically just going around interviewing someone. So last night I was
But you were
basically
indoctrinated
just
by the Illuminati.
No. Let's.
Oh no,
no,
worse.
guys.
Worse than that.
Let's.
Wait, worse?
Yeah, let's not interrupt him. I'm actually
Worse
curious
than
about
that.
this. Let's actually give him a break to talk.
So it was at the evening that that one of the press conference was held at one of the latest park in Penang,
Okay.
and just so happens that one kind of like the VIPs were actually listening to a busker. For those who don't know what a busker is, it's basically like a street performer, but usually like doing like doing performance at the street to just in return for money.
Okay. Yeah. Like a usually people with a guitar, maybe dancing or something outside.
Yeah. So um she basically was singing while playing her guitar out at the park there,
Okay.
and I decided to just do a quick casual interview with her.
Okay.
Then I decided to talk. I decided to ask her about you know how old is she, where she works, where she lives, and all.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And
The
then
usual talk.
she told so you need the basic information about like how are you going to attribute her.
I see.
So she told apparently she's the same age as me,
Oh, interesting.
and she works as a pharmacist at the general hospital. I thought it is actually quite surprising for, why would a pharmacist be working, be playing the guitar at our street at doing street performance
Yeah, like
here.
she already has a job. Like, is she just like struggling? I guess was your question.
So it actually is more of a side, kind of like a side income. She's no. Is Furry about to tell us about the time he got asked to do the dirty by randomly? No.
No.
So when she said that she was working at the general hospital, I was crying. Oh hey, I actually live right my house actually live quite just a few away from the back of the
Sorry, you're cutting up a little bit. Could you try restarting your connection or something? Yeah, sorry.
Is it?
Yeah, it's cutting out a little bit. I'm sorry.
Hang on.
I think it might be me actually, because for some reason. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Just switch to data mode just in stability.
Yeah, I think so. Sorry about that.
It's alright.
Just be able to get the whole details of this juicy story.
She was like, wait, where do you live exactly? So I told her, oh, it's actually this row. When you want to enter from there, like, hang on, hold up. You said that you live in this street.
Okay. Which was your street?
Because she lives in this street.
Sorry, you're cutting out again. I'm sorry.
Maybe it's your part.
I think yes. I think maybe. So sorry, what were you saying?
So basically, we both live in at the same street.
Okay.
Our address is basically on the same road. I was like, okay.
Okay.
Hang on. What's your door number again? Like, mine. Then she says mine's number 4, and that's where I knew I screwed up real bad.
How so?
Because my door number was number 6.
Wait,
it was just right beside her.
So you met your next door neighbor out at the park?
Yes. I have no idea that she was actually my neighbor.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You had told me, right? You had gotten a cool place. Okay, interesting. So, interesting way to meet your neighbor, I guess.
I never knew my neighbor until now. I never even talked to her, and it's been almost. She has been my next door neighbor for almost a decade, and we never talked.
Oh my god. So hold up. So
Amazing.
you're telling me that you didn't even know that she was your neighbor for a decade? Like, how did you how do you guys avoid each other so perfectly for that long is my question.
Random
I
person you
question
meet out in
myself too.
public, you never talk to them, but then the one time you end up talking to them, you find out that they've been living in the same house as you for over a decade and you never knew.
Yeah, basically. So if you notice
I,
about something,
I mean, in my defense, she doesn't knew me either.
yeah, I mean most people nowadays just stay in their room playing Minecraft. Me.
Ow!
I'm talking about myself. Don't worry about it.
Hey, you're talking about a lot of people,
Okay.
myself included.
Yes. But to be fair though,
Fortnite.
oh god, no. I just want to point out a few things though. Something very interesting happened during that story. If you guys noticed, at least those of you who are interested in the story, your brain focused on nothing but that story. I don't know why. I actually want to look that up because I wish we were here so we could look it up for us. But I know that what happens in the brain is we're so curious on what is going on, and our brains are naturally.
We need a hero. We need super squeevers.
Yes, but if you notice, our brains are naturally inclined to conflict. If you notice, like a lot of people, like they want to know what the heck was going on, and your mind is fascinating how it works because it likes things when they are finished. So, for example, say you're playing a video game and you forgot to beat one single level, you walk away from the video game. Michael's included too. Nice. So, say you walk away from the video game, right? But you haven't beat that level yet. That level will be on your mind all day, and I'm sure you've done this before. Like you've just tried to come back and you try to beat it, but you just can't beat it, and you just try again and again and again and again, but you don't know why. You just can't stop trying, but you want to beat it so bad. That's because your brain knows it's not complete. It won't be satisfied until you're done. It just happens, and that a lot of that.
I want my dopamine to be released.
No, I'm not even joking about that. You're joking about that, but that's actually what's going on, though. The dopamine in your brain, your brain needs that satisfaction. It's just a part of you at that point. I think that's why stories are so interesting because we just love drama, even though we know what's gonna happen.
It just depends. It just depends on. Is the story worth it? Is something that is worthwhile.
Yeah.
And also when it comes to storytelling, it also basically depends on how are you going to craft it to the point that people would actually interested in wanting to listen to your story from the beginning to
That's
the
a
end.
good point too. That's a good point too.
I doubt that mine was I doubt mine was that good or rewarding.
No, but it was interesting. It caught our attention though. At least caught my attention.
I mean, at least I did caught yours because I told you that I was expecting like a really good, genuine first reaction to be stream and recorded.
I see. But it kept me up. It kept me like wondering what was going on, and that's actually a really good part of it. All I gotta say though, if you guys do want to like ask any of our speakers, of course, they'll tell you they can or they can't. But if you'd like to ask any of the speakers, or myself, any stories that you would like to hear about our lives, please let us know in the chat. I will say though, I'm a bit of a boring person. I don't really have that many stories, so yeah. I will say though, the story I will want to say though was how. Oh. Okay, so to those of you who are watching on YouTube, you can probably see the chat, but Michael just said something that was very true. There's a lot of uhs in the stream, but what can you blame us? We're live. It's a part of streaming. What I will say that when I got here to where I am now, it was very different to what I thought, cause sometimes stories are made to be exaggerated on purpose. So you expect things, and that's a very good example of what I was saying earlier, where stories can kind of train your mind to think or expect something, like similar to like just a lesson. Because when I got here to the US, there were many things different to what I expected, and I just
Sorry.
nice. I guess that's my story, really. Just like when I got here to the US, and I mean, I've always technically been American and Puerto Rican, but it was not at all like what I was expecting, because the stories that I was told as a kid were a bit, they were like looked at through a rose-tinted filter, I guess. So I guess I will have to ask my speakers though. Do you guys? Tiki did die. Oh yeah. So do any of you guys have any stories that you find funny, like interesting, curious, anything you would like to share?
Oh gosh.
I got
I
one.
don't know.
I was,
Okay, I think I'm just
I
gonna.
was not confident.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to. I'll tell. Okay, I'm gonna let Bama go, and then I'll let you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Sorry.
So I was not old enough to actually remember this, but my mom and dad keep telling me about it sometimes.
Yeah.
We're at Disney during the Christmas party.
Okay.
Disney World.
Okay.
And we were just walking down this bridge that was covered in Christmas lights.
I see.
Hold on. And then these two chicks walk up, like these two blonde chicks, and they're all just going, "Oh, he's so cute, he's so cute," because I was a baby in a stroller, and they literally took a picture, just them two, hold me, and it's like, it was weird. And so now we literally have a picture of two chicks we don't know. I think they were Swedish,
So wait.
and maybe being held in their arms on a bridge covered in Christmas lights. And
Wait.
like, that's the only time I had two women holding me.
So wait. You're just like, you just have a picture in your house of two women. You have no idea who they are, but they're holding you.
Hung up on the wall. We have it on a hard drive somewhere, probably.
I've never seen that before. I've never seen it. What? You need to show me that next time I come over.
Find it.
Hold
I
up.
don't even know where it is.
That's amazing though. You
Do you-
scored.
If you find it, do you want to show it here?
No, I don't think he should. That's amazing though. He scored two women.
I'll probably show it.
He scored two girls as a kid. That was amazing.
Ladies love the baby fat.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Stop.
Baby fat that babies have, and they love it when the guy is a baby too.
Oh my gosh. Also, can I just say something? Stories to us as a kid seem so much grander. Like, I don't know why, but is it me or do kids have this sort of like amazing roasted to filter on them when they're kids? Because every time I think about the certain place I come to as a kid, or like some sort of weird childhood memory, I think about the place like so much bigger and better than it really is. Maybe that's just like, what is that? Is my question.
You're trying to remember it from a perspective. You're trying to remember it from the perspective of an adult, but you were a kid at that point, so everything seemed huge to you.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about like I remember.
So trying to think on it as an adult, you think it's gonna be huge because you remember it being huge, but you get there and it's about 2 inches tall.
No, that actually did happen to me though, because I remember as a kid, where my aunt lived, we would like drive over there. Yeah, that's very true, because as a kid, we would drive over to my aunt's house, and I remember every time going over there was this enormous dinosaur statue. I mean, humongous. But when I hadn't gone there in a long time, and it was like what, 5-6 years later, I went there again, and it was just tiny. I was like, I really thought this was big. I'm like, what is this? This is nothing. And
Like it's a weird perspective effect. Like you think of it as huge because you were tiny at that moment, at that time, so it seemed much bigger than it probably actually is.
I know it's
So then
fascinating.
you go there in present day, and then it's like really small, and you're like, I remember this being bigger.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I remember it being bigger. You were a tiny little infant.
Okay, so Michael wants to tell a story. Yeah, you could tell a story, Michael, but I will probably read it once you've like typed it all out. So just let me know when you're done typing it, and I'll see if I can read it. I don't mind.
When Bella mentioning about like two blonde girls, it kind of reminds me of that really.
You've just been
really,
focusing on that
You
the whole time.
got 2 hookers.
No.
Well, they were kind of like hookers.
Wait,
They
what?
kinda-
Oh my god!
Pam's reaction was amazing.
They're- Okay,
I was
let
right.
me
I'm kind of regret it now.
let me explain. Let me explain this. So there was it was
Unless
I
you're in
believe
Thailand.
Let him speak.
It
Let him
was
speak.
like in last year or last 2 years, I was actually having like a board game night with a couple of new friends that I just made.
Is this just? I'm gonna ask in advance. Is this a not safe for work story?
I mean, it's not really not safe.
There's no
It's
like.
not.
There's no,
No,
like
no,
adult
no.
content. Okay.
No action, no these kinds of actions.
Okay.
You're safe on Twitch.
Okay.
You're safe on Twitch.
Okay. Just making sure.
So we were playing a
Safe
board
on Twitch,
game.
but not for work.
It was called Eldritch Horror. If for those who are interested, what board game we're playing, and we were playing in the fast food restaurant because like this is the only place that we can usually just hang around. We played it around till 3 in the morning actually.
Oh my god.
So yes, we were playing from like
You gotta
10 to like 3 a.m.
I gotta level up my
There
D&D
are times
character.
that actually-
I gotta level up my D&D character.
so as we were playing, so we were at like at McDonald's basically. We were playing there, and while we were playing, there was like two drunk blonde girls was was at the counter. They were ordering something. When I
Okay.
saw like their face was just so beet red, and you're like, oh yeah, I get drunk.
Oh.
And out of nowhere,
Oh no.
one of them came to just walked behind me and just hugged me from behind as I was playing.
Oh.
And it's like, hey, what you guys playing?
Guys.
Are you guys in a club or something? She hugged me from behind while saying all this. We're like, what?
Oh my gosh. What the heck?
I was like, I was pretty sure. I was like, no, we're not really in a club. We're just kind of, we were just playing our game casually. I was like, oh, that looks cool, and all.
What do you mean
And then
playing
she-
casually? It was 3 in the morning. No one plays board games casually at 3 in the morning. I'm sorry.
In McDonald's.
Okay, fair enough. Good point.
Like that's not casual. No, that's not casual. That's like hardcore.
Yeah, that's a hardcore gamer moment.
I was like, that's cool. And then she's just like take a big gulp from her soda that she ordered, and she's just trying to keep on talking to me. Then out of nowhere, the second girl
Uh-oh.
just somehow just holds up with tissue and just swipes up behind my butt.
Whoa. They want you
She
back.
just swipes up behind my butt like as if she was swiping her credit card. And that's where I was giving a really hard big because I thought that I was going to get robbed by two drunk
Oh my
blondes.
god. What the heck?
So after she does
Stranger
she does
danger.
it, I was like quickly check whether my wallet is still there. I was like, okay, it's still there. They was just drunk, and I have no idea why she just does that. And by the time she did that, then both of them they just walk out from McDonald's.
Oh, damn.
That seems like.
Well, we're not on stream now, so I can say the R word.
No, stop. Are you back?
Oh wait.
Wait, sorry, are we back? I
You're
hope so.
about to get robbed.
Yeah. So where were we?
the whole butt crack swiping thing.
I know that.
Okay. So,
Okay. Are we? I think we're back, right? Maybe. I don't know. I hope so. Yeah, I think we're back. Yeah, okay, awesome.
So quick, this showed up. This showed up when the stream died.
Wait, what showed up? Oh no! Even Twitch knows. Hold up. This showed up?
That is, that just showed up, and I kind of laughed.
Oh my god. It's like even Twitch is disappointed in OBS. Oh, why is this so big? Why is OBS? Okay, OBS. I'm
No.
sorry. If the OBS
I'm
team is,
butchering it.
if the OBS team is ever watching, please just try to see if you can make it. I understand that coding is hard. I am no one to judge you guys, but I have noticed that you guys have like been crashing a lot on various people's PCs, even high-end PCs. I've seen
Maybe
some of
it's
my
a good thing I haven't used it yet.
no, but some of my favorite streamers have been crashing a lot. Like ever since the OBS updates that came out, even high-end PCs have been crashing. I don't know what's going on. So sorry about that, guys. But we're back. Okay, so Michael has just told us his story. Okay, give me a second while I read this. Okay, so I was like 4 or 5 years old, and where I lived was 3 rocks, and my parents once left me on top of the bigger rock, and it was huge. I felt like I was on top of a freaking
They
skyscraper.
Put it on the stream.
Yeah, it should be on the stream. I believe so. Well, the thing is
I mean,
though,
I'm
since
not seeing it.
OBS,
I'm not seeing it yet.
yeah, the thing is like since OBS crashed, it won't appear on the actual screen, but it's there.
Just in case.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read it so you guys can probably see it later. So what he says
Alright.
is he felt like he was on a skyscraper, but like 2 or 3 weeks ago we went to the same place to visit my grandma, and when I saw those rocks I was like, what the hell? Because they were super tiny. I couldn't climb them. I could climb them easily. It was a super weird sensation. Yeah, that's very accurate. I don't
What was a
understand.
name for this weird effect? Because
I
that
believe
is-
it, no, I think you're right. I think it's literally just proportions. Also, guys, sorry about that. We're back, thankfully. So yeah, I don't know, because at this point I can't tell you guys whether or not we're gonna keep going, because it's more like OBS needs to fix this. So let's just keep going. For now we're back, so let's enjoy it while we can. Oh, am I dying again?
So, the moral of my story,
Okay, so wait, I looked it up.
is never ever deal with a drunk stranger.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, your story was incredibly weird. The funny thing is, knowing you've told me a lot of stories like that, so I hope that you're okay. I hope you're okay, Furry. I hope you're feeling good.
Quick, see if there is a name for remembering things being bigger than they actually are.
Oh, there is? Oh, yeah. Okay, so...
Isn't, but I did find something kind of similar called childhood amnesia.
Whoa,
It's
whoa,
basically
what?
where you can't remember memories from
Whoa,
childhood.
gosh. What was that noise?
Like, also called infantile amnesia, is the inability of adults to retrieve episodic memories of situations or events before the age of 2 to 4 years, as well as the period before the age of 10, of which adults retain fewer memories than might otherwise be expected given the passage of time.
Oh, I see. Oh my god, what's going on my computer?
Act-
Oh, wait, sorry, guys, before I continue the stream, my computer is literally, is it dying? Am I dying? Is this it? Is this where we die? Okay, no, I'm safe. Phew, sorry about that. Let's have a story for the cat. Here's the story of the Kat Cafe. Oh, whoa. Wait, what'd you do? Bama, what'd you do?
He
No, it's okay.
said something.
That message was okay.
It was. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. I just kind of reacted.
You're fine. Okay, so Michael was just teasing Furry, saying, because for those of you who don't, you know what? Should I look it up?
What?
The remix, the Minecraft remix that you made.
Oh God, he still brought it up.
He did bring it up, and it's amazing. I'll leave it up to you whether or not you would like me to show this.
I hardly go on SoundCloud anymore, but sure.
No. For those of you who don't, is it okay if I share your channel? If I just give
Sure, go ahead.
If I just give a little
Share your
plugsy.
channel, Philly. Is it okay, Chloe?
Oh my god,
Oh
stop.
my gosh.
I think this is my dad.
Okay, so I'm not gonna be spoiling too much. I don't want like, I don't want dogs furry or anything. But for those of you who don't know, Furry has a YouTube channel. Very, very good content on here. It is amazing, and there is a very
And
good
it's
song.
dead.
No, not yet. No, come on, you can do it. But for those of you who don't know, there is a very good song here. A very good song. And I'll let you guys listen to it. I could probably link in the description on my YouTube side. But I just gave a little plug. I just gave a little plug.
I'm just trying to imagine like you actually going to make like a animation music video for that.
I could. I mean, I have the technology.
Oh no. Oh no.
We're not cavemen.
We have technology. Just smash the computer until it makes a movie.
Did it work?
Wait, did it work? That's awesome though. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. For any of you in the chat, like, is there any other story that you guys have that you would like to share? Like, we're actually open to stories, so if you guys would like to say anything, please. I recommend you type it out to try to keep it at one message to be able to read it easier and continuity and stuff. But feel free to type it out. Also,
Disney, if I can just remember them.
yeah. Also, can we just
Because, like, weirdly enough, Disney and Universal is where the weird stuff happens for me, apparently.
Really? Huh. I will say this though. My
On
first
a daily basis, of course, but it's like,
yeah.
you know, the times we do go there, that's when the weird stuff happens.
Yeah. I do remember though, I had a story.
I think about it.
I had a story, and this was back when I was in Puerto Rico before everything. There was a time where there was like a huge blackout in Puerto Rico for some reason. Like there was this, I mean, like island wide, and this was before anything. And it was so crazy because when I was in college and I walked out, and what I saw, I don't know why my mind thought there was gonna be like a huge blimp coming over just like talking to people. You know how those old movies where like the blimp comes over announcing some sort of like dictator that's about to come or something? Because it was eerily quiet. I mean, I walked out of the classroom and there was no cars, there was barely any people, and it was very windy. It looked, I swear, it looked like World War Z for a second there.
Oh, the Purge.
Yes, or the Purge. But I don't know why. That's like, I have the weirdest tendencies to be afraid of nothing. But that moment right there was terrifying because a college campus at like midday, you think it would be like full, right? Usually it's kind of full. But it was just barren. Like, I don't know what the heck was going on. Do you guys have any like scary stories like that you remember?
Not that I can remember, but not a scary story at least.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did any of you?
Remember a weird story that happened at Universal.
How so?
So, just in case no one really knows how Universal's laid out. So, Universal has two parks: Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios.
All right.
That's because I always go to the one in Florida because that's what's closest.
Yeah.
So, in Islands of Adventure, it's like basically the more fantastical stuff. Like there's Dr. Seuss, there's mythology places, Hogwarts now, where Jaws used to be, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a little announcement to make. I didn't realize this till now. I'm sorry to everyone, but I just want to greatly thank Generosity for hosting us. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully you're all having a good day over there at Generosity. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we're so happy to be helping you. Hopefully you guys are feeling better about the fires. I'm so happy that we're so close to our goal. Thank you guys.
I
just
actually
realized.
read an article like a couple of days ago say that you can actually adopt the koalas
Oh yeah,
from
that's a good
anywhere in
point.
the world.
That's a good
From
point.
anywhere in the world.
Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna let Bama finish the story, and we'll move on. Sorry about that.
Okay, yeah.
So there's this show there. I can't remember which part of the park it is, but I found the name and a quick screenshot from it.
Okay.
I don't know if you can show it because the name is actually trademarked apparently.
I mean, I think we
But
should. I think we can show a
I'll
name.
say the name of it, and anyways,
Yeah.
but I did grab a picture of it. It's called The Eighth Voyage of Sinbad Stunt Show.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. So you can go ahead.
So this big stunt show, and I always like to go see it because it is a bit of a spectacle in its own right. Not anything super amazing, but it's the nostalgia goggles again. If I see it, I'm gonna remember the first few times I saw it.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I totally understand that.
After the show, me and my dad, because me and him went to go watch that by ourselves. I can't remember where my mom and dad were because we were all in the park, but we split up for a sec. But we split up for a bit so I could go watch that. I think.
Oh, I see.
But as me and my dad are making our way towards my mom and my little brother,
Yeah.
we crossed one bridge. It's this bridge I've crossed millions of times just outside Seuss Landing. Millions of times
Oh.
just outside
Oh,
Seuss
whoop.
Landing, which is the Dr. Seuss land. Or I think that's where it was. Anyway, it was a bridge somewhere in the park, and this was the first time I've seen anything like this happen.
Okay.
The cast of the show was standing on the bridge.
Oh, so you had like very peculiar moments and timings in those kinds of parks.
There was no one else on the bridge.
Oh.
Except me
Okay.
and my dad. It was just us and me, my dad, and them. And I'm like, and that was now I look back at it, that was much weirder. But I was kind of too taken aback in the moment of what just happened at that moment to really register that there was no one else on the bridge.
Yes.
So I heard it clicking, and I was like little at the time. So I just heard it clicking. I'm like, what's that noise? Sounds like a coin. And I look and I see this coin rolling over to me, and it was a big red coin with this scary face on it. It was something for Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh.
So I pick it up. I look at them. I go over and take it back to them.
Oh my gosh.
And like it was the little sidekick that Sinbad has in this show.
I don't know too much about that. Sorry.
This is what he's.
That's all right.
So like, I went back and took it to them, and he's like, okay, here's what. So, I think they were taken aback by it because they were trying to get me to take the coin and just keep walking.
Well, it's interesting though. You got
interacting.
to actually see the cast of the show. That's something that not a lot of people can
But
say.
they were like in costume, so it's like I was seeing the characters, not the cast. It's kind of weird.
Oh, they were in costume. Oh, that's awesome.
It
That's actually
happened to
pretty
me
cool.
before, and I don't know if it's happened to anyone else before. If it has, please like say something. 'Cause I would like to know if
No,
it's just me
actually,
or not.
that'd be awesome.
No, I meant like someone in the chat or anyone who sees this on YouTube, because I want to know if it was just a one-time occurrence for me, or if it was just.
Oh, to
some
be fair, I have
weird
no idea.
local event.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a little break
So-
because I'm not a little break from like the stream. What I'm trying to say
Eventually,
is.
I just want to finish it real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
There's like this one little bit. So my dad ended up taking the coin, and I don't know where it was because we actually brought it. I don't know where it is now because we actually brought it home.
Oh, so it's like you still have it though. That's awesome.
I
It's a
don't
cool
know.
little memory.
We might have gotten thrown it away, but like that was the weirdest thing that's ever happened, and that stuck with me just because it was so weird. That
No, yeah.
But it's funny that they didn't just take it or like give it to my dad or something, but he like tried to make me take it. I'm like, yeah, this little kid's gonna be interested in Halloween Horror Nights, the thing where people get shared out of their pants.
No, yeah, that's pretty fascinating though. Yeah. That's actually really cool. You actually got to meet the actual characters as the characters. That's pretty fascinating. I'm really happy about that. Because that's something that you could say a lot. Like, usually you just meet the actors, but not in
That
character.
happened, I'm pretty sure of.
Yeah.
I think it happened. I think it does happen in other places, but
Yeah, no.
like that was the first time I've ever had it happen to me.
No, yeah.
Was a show like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. So, anyway, right now, what I want to do is I want to take a little break from the current topic because I would like to bring to you guys' attention something very big that is going on. As you guys know, sadly, Australia has been fighting some very, very strong fires. They've been dealing with very strong stuff, so I would really appreciate it if you guys could. I understand that you guys can't all donate. I understand that, but just sharing it online. If you guys have any friends, any family, please just let them know because this can definitely help them. We have already we're very close to our goal. We're already at a goal of $9,670, I believe. So we're almost there. We're like next corner. We need less than $400 to get there, and we're going beyond that. Also, Furry, you had
Mr. Beast,
said
we need you.
sorry.
I said, Mr. Beast, we need you.
Yes, definitely. Let's Mr. Beast this because we're so close to getting our goal, and this can really help Australia with all this. I've personally been through natural disasters, and I know how hard it can be for those people, and I can only imagine what kind of heck they're going through. So let's try to give them a bit of let's try to give them a
guys-
little bit of magic. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry to interrupt, but
You're fine.
I'm actually gonna get off. It was nice being here, and
Yeah, nice to
I'm
have you,
sorry for
Tiki.
being all. Sorry for just being.
No,
mostly
that's
silent.
fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. We're just glad to have you on. You
Well,
have a good night.
anyways, see ya.
Yeah, you too. Anyways, I was saying, Furry, you said that you have found a program that can also help Australia for adopting koalas, and this is alongside. I don't believe Generosity knows about this, but I would also like to bring that to your attention. So like, there's multiple ways to help Australia. We can do this. We're so close. Just give a little bit more of our efforts, and I myself will also be giving a little bit more this tonight, because I love Australia.
I remember something.
What's up?
Mr. Beast, and like this is gonna make me seem like a really bad person, probably. But the first time I ever saw Mr. Beast, one, I didn't know who he was. Two, I thought he was very annoying.
Well, I mean that's fine, but that's not really the
Because,
subject
like,
right now.
The problem
No,
was,
Bama, sorry, I'm
real
gonna.
quick,
No, but yeah, I need to finish this
Okay.
first. Sorry. So, Furry, are you there?
oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So, what were you saying about the adopting koalas, though?
So a couple of days ago, I did share the article about that you can actually now adopt koalas. I believe you just kind of just temporarily just have it. I don't think you actually get to keep it as a pet.
No, I understand. Yeah, because natural habitat and stuff.
Yeah.
That's in-
So apparently it costs let me check. It costs 70 Australian dollars to get a physical certificate, a hospital booklet about koalas, your adopted koala's background, koala bookmark, and a copy of the hospital magazine to be delivered to you.
Yes. So,
That hospital was in New South Wales, known as the Port Macquarie Koala Hospital.
I see. Wow.
And they say that you can actually adopt them from anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world. So, I understand that $70 though is a lot. So I just wanted to bring that up, and thank you to Furry for giving us that information. I understand that's a bit more than a lot of people can handle, but I just wanted to bring it up either way because I think adopting a koala will also help the actual koala itself. There are other species that are very important to Australia, but I think that's one of the best ways to help. Sadly, I'm not able to at this moment, but I do want to just shout out Generosity for everything they're doing. If you are any kind of content creator, streamer, or you have any kind of just social media in general, you can just please do try to share this or tell your fans and followers about this as well, because this really is so close to achieving this goal. We need to help them before the fires spread too far, because the fires are spreading pretty intensely. And again, sorry to get so dark about this. I just wanted to bring it up because down below there is a link to it, and we would appreciate it if you guys could just show them a little bit of love from the cafe. Alright, back to the topic at hand. Sorry about that. Anyway, I believe there's one last thing we should talk about before we wrap this up. Can we just talk about the storytelling of conspiracy theories?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Guys, the Earth's flat. Did you know that? It's a conspiracy against the government because I don't know. They want us to think the Earth's round because that gives them benefit somehow.
No, but my question is to you guys though. What do you guys think causes conspiracy theories? Like, I understand that there's a lot of I understand that there's a lot of just talk of government corruption and stuff like that. I'm not gonna get into politics right now, but I do want to see perspectives. Like, what do you guys think of conspiracy theories? Where do you think they come from? Do you think they're valid?
I,
when it comes to conspiracy theories, like the first thing that comes to mind is like UFOs, like
Okay.
the sightings of UFOs.
Okay.
You know how people would just like kind of take one photo. It's just kind of weird. Every time that they wanted to show something that is just that is not yet discovered by the humanity, they always take low resolution photos.
Very JPEG-ish.
It's not very JPEG-ish. It's like it's just very grainy, very low quality. You just can't really tell what's going on. Can't really tell what exactly is going on with that couple of pixels that you're trying to highlight with a red circle or something.
Oh yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. I think a lot of that comes from like the '90s though, where technology was a bit more, let's say, not such as advanced. Let's put it that way.
So, for example, like the sightings of UFO, the Nelly, the Loch Ness monster.
Oh yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Wasn't
Sorry,
it Nelly?
Wait,
No,
what
it's
are you talking
Nessie.
about? No, it's Nessie.
Nessie
Yeah,
the Loch Ness monster.
yeah, it's Nessie Loch Ness Monster. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, Nessie. Okay.
On apparently. I actually did a report on Scotland at one point, and apparently there's two of them.
Oh, there's two of them.
I think it's. Okay, hold on.
Yeah. No, it's
You
fine.
go ahead, Furry. I'll get it in a second.
Yeah. So interesting. So there's actually two urban legends.
So there's Nessie.
Oh yeah, hold up. Sorry, that's a huge part.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
oh.
What's up? Dude, what'd you find?
1 second.
Yeah.
Thought there was two.
Yeah. So anyway, I didn't even think about that. A huge part of storytelling too is urban legends. Like urban legends are one of the most famous.
I was wrong.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, look.
Look what?
Look what?
Look on the text channel.
Oh, my bad. I forgot. My bad.
Oh,
I'll be right.
oh wow.
I'll check.
There's a whole list. I only knew of Loch Moor and Morag and Loch Ness and Nessie.
Oh, so there's multiple quote unquote Loch Ness.
Dude.
Okay.
Tons of them
Interesting.
apparently.
Whoa.
Well, not
Okay.
tons,
So there's a
They
lot.
have
but
What
there's
the
a
heck?
family in there.
So these are.
Loch.
I mean,
All in
have
different. It's not all in the same lock. It's all in different locks.
what? Okay, so first one, Loch Arcade is water horse. Loch Ness, Nessie, Weoichi, Lizzie, and they're like these are mythical creatures, or are they like
I
based
know
on?
Loch Ness and Loch Moor with Morag and Nessie, but
Yeah, but is there like, are these based on any real creatures, or are they just mythical creatures? I can't speak.
most of the pictures of Nessie. I do have a little theory about this, about what they could be if they were real.
Oh, I see.
So it's not really a conspiracy theory. I don't really think they are real, but in the event that they are real, a lot of the pictures that you see of them, at least of Nessie,
Yes.
she looks like this.
Oh yes, I think this is one of the more famous photos of Nessie too. I know this
Yeah,
one.
but like you see that there,
Okay.
but then
Yeah, no, this picture right here is one of the most famous ones of Nessie that I've seen.
high resolution. So like you see that there, but then if you take a look at this supposed appearance of a dinosaur, I mean we have its
Okay, so this is what.
skeleton.
So you're saying that
I
people
think-
think it's a dinosaur?
I think that Nessie and other loch monsters, if they happen to look the same, at the very least, Nessie is a plesiosaur, a aquatic dinosaur with a long neck and mostly ate fish.
Okay, Elasmosaurus. I can't. Oh my god.
But there's like multiple different ones because like they're all in the classification of plesiosaur.
Oh, okay. Plesiosaur. That's how you say it.
So most of them have the same appearance though. They all look kind of.
Fish.
If I can find them.
They're kind of fish.
If I can find
actually.
a. Yeah,
No.
they are fish. They're aquatic. But
Okay.
like, They all tend to look like that. They have that same general body shape. Some of them just have longer necks, longer fins, etc., etc.
Oh, I see. Interesting. It's actually pretty interesting that all of his.
They're all different but the same. So I'm not saying she's a specific species like Elasmosaurus.
No, but that's
Because
actually
if you
good
look
to
at
know.
if you look at that possible one, that second one I sent in, that looks a lot like the length of Nessie's neck in that picture right there.
Oh, okay, yeah. But
Realizing, I'm saying that she's probably a plesiosaur if she was real, because most of them say that she has four fins and a long neck. And what has four fins and a long neck? A plesiosaur.
okay, yeah, I got you. It's kind of like the giraffe of the underwater giraffe. That's what we'll call it.
Or just an elephant trying to have a deep dive
Probably. So,
with its trunk just sticking out, just getting some air.
so do you guys have any like urban legends from your countries that you remember fondly? I know that I already talked about. I think I'll leave this to you guys because I already talked about the La Llorona and like other kinds of stories before. I think we actually did cover this in, I believe, the arts series of the podcast.
There is this one unique one. It's not I believe it's in Pulau Langkawi, which is another island in the in my neighboring state. There is an urban legend saying that basically about a princess there was being betrayed, and then she was kind of sent to for execution.
Oh, okay, interesting.
And she said that in my death I will curse you all for hundreds of years, and my blood will start will bleed bleed black blood, if I remember this correctly, which will dye the whole beach, like the whole sand with my blood.
Oh, so let me guess. There's like a lot of black sand in that beach.
Yeah, there were like a lot of black sand from the beach, and as was told after the execution, she actually she in the urban legend she does bleed black blood, which dyed the whole beach, and then they were cursed for exactly 1 century with infertility, plague, and all that.
Wow.
Before the whole island began to thrive.
Oh. Okay, interesting. So is there like a dark sand?
Okay.
There's like dark sand over there?
Beaches.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Bama, you want to show me something? I'm just trying to bounce between you two because you're both trying to show me a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I got one that's gonna scare you because
Okay.
it's where it is.
Oh, well, I can't show that because that'll give me away.
It's called Skunk Ape. It's called Skunk Ape.
Don't.
And
Hey,
from what I'm
wait,
aware,
Bama. Don't, please don't.
What?
Because I don't want to give away my location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you had me talking. I wouldn't. Never mind. So I'll do another one. The Jersey Devil.
All right.
The what?
New Jersey.
It's called the Jersey Devil.
Jersey.
Mainly in the South Jersey Pine Barrens, as well as other parts of New Jersey and southern Pennsylvania.
Nice.
So what does the
1 second.
Jersey Devil look like?
It looks like this.
I'll look it up. Oh, okay, that's actually.
What
Whoa.
the heck?
Okay, let me just switch to bigger picture. 1 second. What is this supposed to be?
That's what it's supposed to look like, apparently.
So, is it a gargoyle?
With wings and
Oh.
horns.
Oh, is it native?
It's literally called the Jersey Devil, also known as the Leeds Devil.
Okay, that's interesting.
I
What the?
feel like
Okay.
this
The origin of the legend, Mother Leeds' 13th child. According to popular folklore, the Jersey Devil originated with a Pine Barrens resident named Jane Leeds, known as Mother Leeds. The legend states that Mother Leeds had 12 children, and after finding she was pregnant for the 13th time, cursed the child in frustration, crying that the
No.
child would be the devil.
Oh no.
During 1735, Mother Leeds was in labor on a stormy night while her friends gathered around her. Born as a normal child, the 13th child changed into a creature with hooves, goat's head, bat wings, and a forked tail.
Oh gosh. And it kind of.
Growling and screaming, it beat everyone with its tail before flying up the chimney and heading into the pines. In some versions of the tale, Mother Leeds was supposedly a witch and the child's father was the devil himself.
Oh gosh.
Some versions of legend also state that there was subsequently an attempt by a local
What? Oh, sorry, you're cutting out.
I didn't cut out. I went silent because I'm trying to read what it's called. Clergyman. Just a definition on that. An ordained male Christian minister, a male of the clergy.
Oh, interesting.
Clergy,
Okay.
yeah.
Clergy, yeah. Oh, okay.
To
Wow.
exorcise the creature from the Pine Barrens.
Oh wow.
An encounter where a woman found the Jersey Devil about to take her dog.
Wait, so there's like been sightings of it, supposedly.
They could just be lying. Like, there have been many claims of sightings and occurrences involving the Jersey Devil.
No, but yeah, but that's one of the most fascinating things about folklore is how many people supposedly had seen the folklore. Like, there's probably been spottings of all kinds of things.
How come we don't see it more often, huh?
I
That's why
I don't know, but it does. That's one of the more curious parts, and I think that's one of the things that interests me most about folklore, is those who have claimed to actually have seen it with their own eyes. You know, eyewitness testimony, basically.
Technically speaking, there is one piece of folklore, or I guess you could say sea lore, that has been proved real.
Really? What's that? And that could be?
The Kraken.
Well, yeah. I mean, yes and no.
Most people assume ever since the discovery of the giant squid that the Kraken was just giant squid.
Yes, no. It's interesting because okay, the Kraken is more of a Greek mythology kind of creature. It's interesting how it works. It definitely has evolved weirdly, but I guess that's one of the interesting parts about folklore is how it evolves.
Mentioning Greenland in here.
What? No, I mean what? What?
Is it bad that when you mention Kraken, the first thing that comes to mind was Cthulhu?
I mean, I understand why you would think that.
The giant squid is basically just a giant octopus, but the Kraken that I'm looking at here is Scandinavian folklore, actually.
Indonesian folklore. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah.
Scandinavian.
Scandinavian. Okay, Scandinavian. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that it would originate from over there because usually bigger creatures are from. Let's put it this way. So, bigger creatures are living in the ocean right now. We do not know every single creature. Yeah. Even nowadays with today's technology, we are not aware of every single creature that lives under the sea. There are creatures that have never been discovered under the sea at the deepest depths, which is something that fascinates me. There are creatures down there that we have no idea that are even there, and usually if they're that deep, if they're that under that much pressure, it could be cold. So maybe they would like originate from higher up in the planet where it's colder in the poles, North Pole, South Pole, and maybe global warming has caused them to kind of spread out and find colder areas to live in. So maybe the Kraken could be a legit story, maybe just not as grand or as epic as it was made out to be.
Well, I don't know.
It seems very interesting.
But
I actually just found out about another piece of another creature that apparently lives in America.
Oh, really? How so?
And the Wikipedia page was literally small enough that I could take a whole screenshot of it.
the Altamahaha.
The what?
Georgia, and that's
El
pretty
Tamaha.
damn close to where I live.
Tamaha. But hold up. Let me try pronouncing that. Hold up. Tamaha. In Georgia folklore, the Altamahaha or Alti is a legendary creature alleged to inhabit the myriad small streams and abandoned rice fields near the mouth of the Altamaha River. Huh.
That because of where it lives, of course.
Hmm. You know what the fascinating?
but
In Southeastern.
Oh, what's up?
sorry, but can we talk about the Scotland's national animal?
Wait, yeah, what is it?
Unicorn. It's a
Go
unicorn.
try to-
Oh. well, well.
Scotland, man.
You need to remember one thing,
Scotland.
though. You need to remember
Yeah.
one thing. Flags are meant to represent something. Like, they represent an idea or, like a concept.
Oh, I don't- the unicorn is
It's
even
their
on the flag.
national animal.
I
It's
know.
their national animal.
I know. What does the unicorn
Or
make you
on
think
their
about?
on their flag.
What does the unicorn make you think about? Fantastic.
I know what you're
depends.
I know what you're insinuating, Kat, but I'm trying to tell you that
I know. I'm
One
just
second.
saying.
It
Okay.
kind of depends what you want. Like you're talking
also
about
got
like
a flag. Dude, their flag is this. It's just a blue background with a white X. A unicorn's nowhere on that crud.
Oh wait, what? Oh,
Look at Scott Unicorn on that thing.
well, what about your flag?
What a I'm,
isn't it kind of similar though?
I'm not saying the flag's horrible. I'm trying to tell you that it's not. There's no unicorn on that thing.
No, they're talking. No, the national animal is something very different to the flag. So the national animal is just like,
Yes.
yeah. So I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
missing your point.
unicorn.
Didn't we have one?
I-
Didn't we have one of our Cat Cafe our cat box member is a Scotland.
Oh really? Oh yeah, you're right.
But
Look, sorry,
anyways, I actually-
we're online
so,
right now, but yeah, I
A
know what you mean.
unicorn. The unicorn was actually supposed to be very manly for them.
Really?
It's, it's a sword horse.
Oh,
Just like a
sorry. No,
I'm trying to look at it.
no, you're fine. Anyway, other than that, I think.
Oh wait, okay. In
Okay.
Celtic mythology, the unicorn was a symbol of purity and innocence, as well as masculinity and power. Tales of dominance and chivalry associated with the unicorn may be why it was chosen as Scotland's national animal.
No, that's actually fascinating too. That actually brings up a good point. It's how stories evolve over time, because most of the folklore that you know nowadays is very different to how it originated.
For example, Teen Titans Go.
That's not folklore. That's
I
comics.
mean, you see how it evolves.
I, okay. I don't know how that went from like TV to folklore. Well, okay, never mind. Also, something interesting. Also, something that fascinates me is, I guess, just how much we don't know about our entire universe. I guess so. Something I'm actually super happy about is the stories that are to come, because maybe one day we'll find another format of story that is completely new. I know it probably won't be too common, but hey, it might happen. I'm just like I'm curious to what stories will come and what they'll become, because let's be honest, that's kind of why we're here. We're on social media and stuff because we're addicted to other people's stories or lives or things. We're here because we want to know about what has happened. We're satisfied by stories. We enjoy them. We indulge in them. They're
It's
very-
just because the fact that we don't know stuff and we want to know stuff.
Yes.
It makes what life worth living.
and we have a big fear yet curiosity to the unknown. And we're not gonna get into fandoms. Okay, moving on.
Wow.
That's another story for another day. That's something very, very different. But I think, for now, on this good day, oh gosh, what's going on? Why is this like this? No, never mind. We'll keep it like that. We'll keep it like that. It just happens. It's Twitch. It's OBS. I don't care. So, despite all the glitches, thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm sorry about the slow start, but thank you guys so much for sticking through. Thank you guys for joining us throughout 25 episodes now of Kat Cafe. Thank you so much to Generosity for helping us and hosting us, and thank you to the speakers and you guys for watching us. This means so much to me that people come here to watch, and I'm so glad to be able to bring this to all of you guys. But before I get too sappy, I want to thank all of you for joining, and thanks to our viewers for watching. If you have any suggestions for next week's topic, please leave it down in the comments below if you're watching on YouTube, or you could DM us on Discord if you have any kind of topics you would like to suggest. Other than that, I want to thank Bam Barov and Furry Scout and Tiki for joining me today, and I hope you have fun and have a good night. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.